Hi, it's Emily from Mind Tools for Kids, and this is my quick video about MOMO. I have had so many parents message me really worried about their children coming across this online. Or even more sadly, kids that have seen the image, they've been told that bad things will happen to them if they don't take up this challenge. You've read about it, you've seen what it's about. I'll post an article to it below. But what can we practically do to help our kids through these situations? Because the internet, for all the good stuff, there is a hell of a lot of bad. There is stuff out there that is really not good for our kids. Stuff that can get into their heads and can rock their confidence. So here are some ways that you can help your child navigate this landscape and actually get through the fear factor with things like MOMO. So number one with MOMO, it's not real, okay? It originated from a sculptor in Japan, Midori Hayashi. I had to write that down. He makes sculptures for unusual monsters and creatures, and he posted the picture of it on Instagram. Somebody came along, took it, put lots of filters on it, made it scary, and decided to use it as the poster child for this challenge. So we don't walk around with Instagram filters, dog ears and noses on, do we? No, we don't. So this isn't real. Someone has taken something and they have tried to make it scary. So we don't want to give people the power to make us scared. They've set out to do that. So we need to think about these things, don't we? Number two, this is not really going to happen to you. Nothing's going to come into your bedroom at night. No one's going to make you do anything. This is somebody that's hidden behind their laptop or computer somewhere that's felt like making people feel miserable about themselves. They've been walking around with a big rain cloud over their head and they've tried to do something to get into people's minds and make them feel bad about themselves. But guess what we know? We know that the most powerful thing we have is our imagination. And we can sometimes let our imagination do silly things, like make us scared of stuff like this. Or we can use our imagination for great stuff. I'm sure you can think of a time that you've played an amazing game or you've imagined something in your mind and it seemed really real. And it's probably been a fun, happy thing. So you felt excited and great and warm and fuzzy inside and full of colour. Well, it's the same with this. We can choose how we want to think and feel about things. Maybe when it's getting towards Christmas time or your birthday, you feel more excitement because you're imagining what fun you're going to have. You do have total control of your imagination and you can take your power back, because this is just a silly sculpture that's just had filters on and some miserable person sat on the internet has decided to make a game up to try and upset us, and we don't have to let our power go to other people, do we? Now, why do people do things like this? Well, on the internet, people can be bullies and they find it easier to be bullies because no one can really see who they are. So sometimes if people are feeling unhappy in their life, they do these mean things. We don't always understand why, because we wouldn't do that to other people. But they've chosen to do that, and we have a choice too. We have a choice just to ignore it and let it go and say, I know what you're doing. I'm not going to let you change how I think and feel about myself. The most important thing you can do is talk to your parents. If you do feel worried, or if you're playing online and you see things that scare you, or people say that you need to do challenges or certain things, go and tell an adult, tell someone you can trust, because it's not fair and it's not right to do that to other people. We're at school a lot, and when we come home we want to play nice games and do good things. We don't want to be dealing with all this. So you've got to talk to your parents. And if you are feeling scared or concerned, tell your mum and dad. It's absolute rubbish. No one's going to come and do anything to you whatsoever. It's just some miserable person sat there trying to upset a whole load of kids. And we're more powerful than that. But if you have got pictures and things stuck in your mind and you want to get rid of them, I've got a really quick and easy way that you can do that. So I want you to imagine in front of you now, up in front of you, that you've got a TV screen. Maybe it's the TV screen that you've got at home in your front room or in a bedroom or something. And I want you to see that screen in front of you. And first of all, I want you to imagine getting your remote control, turning on the telly and seeing a character from a cartoon or a film, someone that you really love. I love Bart Simpson. I'm showing how old I am now. And I can see Bart Simpson on mine, and I can see he's really bright and he's yellow and he's fun and he comes out with all these cool jokes. He's got his skateboard. I love Bart Simpson. So I want you to see on your TV screen in front of you now, get your controller, and I want you to see your character, and I want you to make that TV screen even bigger, so you have to lean back a bit. And I want you to turn up all the colours on your TV so that your character's really bright. And then I want you to turn up the volume when they're doing really fun stuff like making you laugh. I can see Bart playing all sorts of pranks on Lisa and Mr. Burns. I love that show. And then I want you to press pause, because that's a great picture, isn't it? And then what I want you to do is I want you to imagine turning the TV over, and up comes the picture that you don't like. Maybe it's of that face from this game that you don't like. And I want you to really quickly now, I want you to shrink that TV screen down, shrink it down, shrink it down, shrink it down, and push it off. Push it off so it's a tiny little TV screen. And I want you to turn the sound into a funny voice, so that rather than it talking to you in a scary voice, it sounds like a crazy person. Give it a really stupid voice, because it's stupid words. And I'm going to make my TV screen with my picture of that stupid face. I'm going to make it a pink face wearing a pom-pom hat, talking in a stupid voice. A tiny one. It's so far away I can hardly see it now on my screen. And then it's actually so boring now. I'm going to turn the screen over and, oh, Bart Simpson's back with my big screen. And I'm going to watch the screen I like. And I'm going to turn over again. Let me turn back. I can't even see it now. I can't even see it now, because guess what? You've got this remote control and it works for your mind, and you can turn over, change, pause, change the voices, change the colours, change the sounds, and change the feelings for anything you want and choose to, because that's how powerful your imagination is. You are an artist of your own mind. And if somebody turns that channel over and puts a character there that you don't like, you can have fun with it. You can say, I'm stronger than you, I can change this. You could even just shrink it down, turn it off, and poof, it's gone. Or you could get your favourite character to come along. I'm going to get Bart Simpson to get his skateboard and run over his head. Oh, it's stuck onto his skateboard wheeled like chewing gum. You can do whatever you want to. So you are powerful. Another thing you can do is, if you've got feelings that you don't want, if you feel that this has upset you or something's bothering you, you can write down all the feelings you don't want on a piece of paper. And it doesn't matter if you don't spell it right. It doesn't matter at all. You can write down all those feelings, and then, do you know what you can do? You can screw it up into a ball and you can chuck it over your shoulder. And then you can get another piece of paper and you can write down on that piece of paper how you'd like to feel instead. Confident, strong, happy, having a great life. And you can take a look at that. Yeah. And that feels better. And you can put that picture up with those words on somewhere where you can see it every day, so that you can feel even better. So these are some of the things you can do. And I've got some more videos on my Mind Tools for Kids page. If you want to come over and you want to look at some, I'd love for you to do that. So I'm going to go now. My camera's been dropping down the whole time I've been so excitedly talking to you. But do come back. Let me know how you get on. Come and look at some of my other videos. And remember, there's lots of stupid things online, and we don't have to let the power of our imagination go to anyone else. You've always got that remote control. See you later.